Clayton's with us. Clayton is in Portland, Oregon. Hi, Clayton. How can Dr. John and I help?
Hi, you guys. It's nice to speak with you.
You too.
I saw you in the SMART conference at Sacramento. My wife and I went down before the pandemic, and so it's really fun to be able to see that and be a part of that.
Well, thank you. We're doing another one finally in Dallas in the fall, October 22nd. Maybe you can come down for it.
Yeah, we'd love to. So I do have a question. I have grown siblings. My wife and I are doing pretty well. We're on baby step 6, and our annual combined salary is around $200,000. We have close to $600,000 in our 401k. We both have pensions. We're doing really well. So we only owe $155 on our house, and it's worth over $400.
Wow.
So the question that I have is with my siblings. My sister and I were adopted when we were little. My mom proceeded to have 2 more siblings after we were adopted out. And we recently got in contact with them about 4 years ago. So we're all in our 50s now. And the trauma from being in an alcoholic home has really caused a lot of damage over the years. The 3 other siblings don't really have a whole lot going on financially or otherwise. But the problem for my wife and I is because we're doing so well, we feel bad when we can't help them or we don't help them, with finances or anything like that. And we feel like we're doing wrong when we do because we feel like we're enabling the situation. So I guess we just need some guidance on how to deal with that situation.
That's hard, man. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's the beginning of our story. I mean, we haven't finished yet. Our story's still going. So, yeah. I mean, she was pretty rough. I mean,
Do they call you? Did they call you and hit you up for money? How does that interaction work?
It's small stuff. It's usually I can't meet the expenses. Like one of my brothers couldn't pay for his rent, and then another one when we went to see our brother, he didn't have enough money to get back home. And then my sister, I've been helping her for years with money because she's disabled and she gets a disability check, but she isn't able to make ends meet, so it's a really tough situation for us. I get up at 4 a.m. and go to work every day. I'm 30 years at the same job. And so we earn that money and we feel like we're doing the right thing, but we just need to know where to put or what to do with all that. So we're kind of at a loss as far as, is it okay to help them or are we enabling that behavior? Do we, I don't know them well enough to just speak on their lives.
Yeah, except this. When somebody invites themselves into your life to ask you for your resources, that is permission, as far as I'm concerned, to then speak on the utilization of that money, right? How is this money helping or hurting somebody?
Yeah, if you have the guts to ask me for money, I have the guts to tell you how to use it.
Because it's mine, right? And the idea that you're a bank account or a blank check for other people
that's complete dysfunction.
That's right. That's just guilt.
Well, there's no doubt that dysfunction's there. We're all Native American, and in the Native American community, it's kind of a different dynamic because we really give. I mean, we try to.
Absolutely.
My heart is a giving heart, and I feel bad, when I don't.
So here's the thing.
I don't have them.
Here's the thing. You use the word help, and when you're giving, you should help. So you need to define help differently. Help is not giving a drunk a drink. That's enabling. That's not help. Help is not participating in funding someone's delusions or craziness or misbehavior. That's not help. So if when you give them money, if as a result of you giving them money, they're not better, then you didn't help.
You made yourself feel better for a few days.
And you made them feel better for a few days, and now they go back to the exact same behavior. That's not a Native American thing. That's an enabling thing in any culture. So you're not helping when you give a drunk a drink. And that's the classic line about enabling. You're not helping. Enabling. When I'm an enabler, and I'm not very often, but I have been at times, I get caught in some kind of crossfire, some kind of triangulation or something, and I feel like I'm caught and I've got to do this and I feel trapped and it's all a false premise, but I get myself in there just like everybody else does, and I feel like I'm helping, but they're not better when I'm done, then that they didn't move along to a better life, then I didn't really help. It's kind of like telling people what they want to hear just so they'll feel okay, and yet it didn't really help them. Instead, we have to tell them the truth on this show. And sometimes you're so harsh. I just love you enough to tell you the truth because I want you to be better after our conversation. I want you to be better after I give you this check. And so if I'm giving money to your brother for rent or to my brother for rent, if I'm you, it's going to sound like, okay, here's what this comes with. Okay, we're all trying to survive this train wreck of a family, and we're all trying to get better. And I'm willing to help you with your rent if you get better. And that means you're going to get on a budget and you're going to send me a copy of the budget before I send you the money. And you're going to promise me that you're going to read this Total Money Makeover book, or you're going to go to this Financial Peace University class. I'll pay for it, but you've got to go. You've got to get better. I'm going to use the money as leverage in their life to lift them.
That's good advice.
Not to participate in their stuff.
And let's be honest, the response is going to be, who do you think you are? Oh, Mr. Fancy. And you're going to say, I'm your brother and I love you.
Exactly.
You don't owe an explanation for
who
why.
Who I think I am is I think I'm the guy with the money over here that cares about you.
And I love you. That's right.
I care about
That's
you,
really
and so I'm going to
Dave.
dangle this money right in front of your freaking nose to help you.
Can I tell you this to be prepared for, Clayton? One or two of your siblings won't take it, and you will be the bad guy for trying to make long-term help.
Yep.
Okay? Prepare your heart for that. And that doesn't mean
Yeah.
that you failed. That means that they're still struggling. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's understood.
Yeah, when you won't participate in their deal, then they go there. And so, the thing is this, the version of you that they create in their head is not your responsibility. If they want to make you into the villain, and they say you can't control somebody making you into a villain when you're doing the right thing. That's going to happen. Sometimes you do the right thing, and people call you villain.
That's right.
And they write a narrative in their own brain that you're a villain.
And they don't get a vote.
And, you just don't understand. You're not like a real part of our family, and you done got uppity, hadn't you? And all this stuff. And, whatever. That's exactly what happened, I guess. But what really happened is I love you so much, I ain't participating in crazy no more, bud. That's what we're doing
I'm going to
here.
give you some true help.
Yeah. And that's not tough love. That's real love.